Shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. Prize Picks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up to play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. So don't miss your chance and get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. Basketball season is here, and it's time to build your lineups on Prize Picks. Right now, we're rolling with Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, more threes, more points, just more. Find your community on Prize Picks. And with the new social feeds feature, you can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups with winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow Prize Picks partners like us and play or fade our picks with just one click. Prize Picks is easy to play. Just download Prize Picks app today and use the code DeboJoe to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That code is DeboJoe to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. How you doing today, Joe?
Let me tell you something, Deebo. Deebo, it's my time real quick.
Welcome back to this episode of Deebo and Joe. I'm your host, James Deebo Harrison, and I'm here with my co-host, Joe Haden. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and download where you get your podcasts. How you doing today, Joe?
You know how I'm doing today, brother Deebo. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened yesterday?
Great. I seen what happened, but great. I wouldn't say great.
Okay, great. Not great, but good.
Okay, good. I give you good.
One side, you know what I'm saying? But this is what I expected to happen. But let's talk about the
good side. Stop. Ain't nobody expecting a 23-point. Stop.
What do you mean?
Don't happen. It ain't gonna happen again.
What?
23-0 run. Stop it, bro.
Come on, man. You seen what happened? Donovan Mitchell, he scored 39 points in the second half, Deebo. Did you see that display? Did you see that display of crossovers, of step backs, of I will dunk on you, I will float on you, I will do everything? James Harden did what he had to do in the first half. Evan Mobley, grown man. Everybody's talking about all that, whatever. He's out there balling, him and Jared Allen. This is Jared Allen jersey right here. Shout out to the Cavs. Shout out to them sending me the gear with the care package. You know what I'm saying? So I had to rock. I had to come through.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Deebo. So, you know, I really realized.
I'm glad you got all that on right now.
It's not a curse.
Listen. You ain't have enough on last time. You all you had on was Cleveland. You didn't actually have on the Cavs gear. You got the Cavs gear on now.
Yes, sir.
Now is when it kicks in.
Man, I don't want to hear none of that.
You had on that Lakers hat.
I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. Now we about to go back.
We got to go to Detroit. What happened over there in LA? What? Okay. What happened? Your boy talking about he I don't know. What he like? What's going on over there?
Like I told you before, Oklahoma City Thunder has too much firepower. I was telling you, being a fan, I will tell you what I would want to see. I would like to see LeBron and them get through. They didn't have Luka. AR was coming back. Ayton played well, but he wasn't doing what he had to do most of the series. They didn't have enough firepower. OKC, too much. Luke Dort, they didn't even have Jalen Williams out there. They don't even have their full roster, but they have too many players that can ball. We're outnumbered, outpowered, outgunned.
I ain't never heard of having too many.
That's what I'm telling you. OKC is one of them, and they got draft picks. They're gonna be good for a long time. So OKC is a problem. I wasn't worried about. I told you they were gonna go to the ship. I was speaking crazy if I was saying the Lakers were gonna go. That's just the fan in me. That's the LeBron fan in me wanting them to go. Okay, they're not going. OKC's gonna make it. Over on this east side, though, that's where I'm standing on business because I honestly believe, and I told you it's 2-2 now. You was like, oh yeah, Detroit going. No. Playoffs, they did what they had to do. We held our home court. Now we got to go steal one in Detroit. So when they come back to Cleveland on game 6, I'm going to be in a building and we're going to take it over.
You go be there for game 6 and you go watch them get it closed out because they're going to come back 3-2 and close it out right there in Cleveland.
I'm gonna tell you this. Look, we got to get by Detroit. We got to get by Detroit because I'm telling you the series. When we play the Knicks, that's gonna be live. That's gonna be live. The Knicks are fire. Brunson is going crazy. Donovan Mitchell going crazy. Both of them scoring every time. ISO, Hezzies, Trey ball. You want to see good ball, Deebo? Next series when the Knicks play the Cavs. Get you to a game with me. That'd be fire.
You mean Detroit?
No, after we beat Detroit, we got to play the Cavs. We're gonna play the New York Knicks to go to
Detroit,
the championship.
Go be playing the Knicks.
No, you heard me correctly. Stop talking about
that.
They just got Cade. They got Cade. We're gonna have to maintain Cade. Cade's a baller, but you know what I'm saying? They don't have enough yet.
That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. Look, I ain't gonna even. I mean,
yeah, just take my word for it.
You know what? You know what, man? I ain't gonna do it because I know they go come back down 3-2, and then y'all go be in Cleveland. Then I show up there, and you there. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm up here. I'm gonna be Detroited out.
Never mind. I'm definitely not bringing you. Hell no, never mind. Never mind. I'm not bringing you if you're gonna be rocking the. No, if I bring you, you gotta rock something.
Man, listen, man, I gotta stick to my. I gotta stick to my code, man, and be what I am, man. And that's against Cleveland. Okay.
Anything.
Any day, all day, every day, always.
God. Okay. All right. I see. That's you just a hater of the land. You don't. Okay. Okay. For sure. I see what it is now.
Look here, brother. They done went on ahead and signed one of the most reliable kickers in the NFL to a 4-year deal. He gonna be sticking around. You know who it is, right?
Bankroll.
They done signed our guy Chris Boswell.
Bankroll.
He has agreed to a 4-year deal. Yes. $28 million extension. This ties Bos to Pittsburgh through the 30 season. It also makes him tied with the Dallas kicker, Brandon Aubrey, for the highest average salary among kickers. I wonder what the guarantee is. The average is a good thing, but
I think it's like 14.
Okay, so we got, what is it? He got 11 years in now.
Yes.
Career average, bro, 87.7 on the field goal percentage.
Yes. 6th in NFL history.
Yes, bruh. Look here, bruh. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
Please.
Hey, man got the money. Deserved.
Yes.
But I didn't realize Bos is 35, man. Like, I didn't know that, bro. 11 years. Well, he did start late.
Started a little late.
So
11 years, 35. But look.
Right. And then when he got to the Steelers, that's when I turned him into the kicker that he is today.
Come on. You scared the leg into.
Bruh, here's the crazy part, man. I don't even want to bring this up, though. I don't even want to bring this up, but I got to. I remember, when I retired in 2018, bro. And the end of that season, bruh, I'm looking at Bos, man, and I see this man finished the year at 65% on field goal percentage, bro. That's the lowest he had ever been in his career, man. Yes, bro.
Yes. Okay. No, I remember he had was one.
It was 65% in 2018, bro, when I retired.
Yes. I was on the squad.
And I remember, dude, I had to go over there to his house, bro, at the end of the season. And I'd stop over there at least once every other week while the season was out and once a week when the season was in.
Yeah.
And I'd just knock on his door. Even if he wasn't there, I'd make sure he saw me on the ring.
On the ring.
And you know what I did? I let him know, hey, just because I ain't there, don't mean the rules don't still apply.
See, Deebo, you done come to my dog house. See,
you still go do what you need to do, or you gonna be washing my back. Immediately, Joe. He went 94, 95% back-to-back seasons.
Okay. I was thinking, Deebo, that's you. You a wild man, Deebo. You are a wild man. I would say Every time you could go look back when me and my man Boswell bankroll, I loved him. Whenever I ran off, when he kicked the field, when he did kickoffs, we would run off, dap each other up every time. Whenever he had missed something, I would always come dap him up when we exchanged. When the defense came onto the field, I would always make sure, and I dapped up balls every time before we came out. So that was me and my man's thing. Always like if he missed, it didn't matter. Miss or make, I was running over the ball, showing him love, and we always look for each other. So you motivated him in a different way, and you know what I'm saying. I just was always letting him know I was there for him when it wasn't going the way it needed to. I believe in bankroll. 50 plus field goals. My man is made. What we got? Oh, my man did 2 Pro Bowls, 1 All Pro, and his 50-yard plus is what his biggest thing. So I'm with bankroll. I'm rocking with him. And like we had a kicker when I was in Cleveland, my man Phil Dawson.
Oh yeah,
goated Phil Dawson. Old man Phil. When we had training camps, he would put on his door, "Don't come knock on my door. I got kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm asleep." And you just got older vets that, like, I think bankroll could get into that category where the kickers, when you are just consistent, you doing what you're doing, you can play for a very long time. I think Phil was up there 40 years old, still kicking that ball beautifully. So when I think about bankroll, I think about just keeping his body up. Bankroll looks young. Like when you look, I didn't know bankroll was 35 years old.
dude, I
He's right
did.
around 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? Still looks young, still moving around, like takes care of his body. And you know how those kickers are too, bro. He ain't doing too much.
They
He
don't
coming
do
in that
much.
jump.
They don't do much.
Bankroll got his little schedule. He walking in that thing. He kicking at the beginning of practice, walking around chilling, making sure everything is everything. But he got his routine. He's very professional. He knows what he got to do, like you said. So I'm rocking with it. I'm liking. You need a kicker, and if you got one like bankroll that you know what I'm saying for the foreseeable future, I like it.
Pay the man what he worth, man, and that's what they did.
Get that man his money, yo.
Yes, sir. Ain't no problem with that, man.
Bankroll.
And now I guess this is supposed to be news. Some Steelers beat writer. He writes that, the Steelers had the worst quarterback room in the AFC North. Worse than the Browns.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Like what?
Yeah.
What we talking about?
You know,
like what we talking about? I mean, tell me something I don't know.
Yep.
We got 2 guys that ain't even played a game in the NFL yet on the roster,
Yes.
And when you look at what you're going up against as the other quarterbacks in
Come
the
on,
AFC
man.
North, bruh, like it would be ridiculous, especially considering that, to think that we weren't at the bottom.
You got two of them out the way. You out the way.
You got Lamar Jackson.
Boom.
And then you got Shedeur and Watson. We have Will Howard, 0 games in the NFL. Drew Allar, 0 games in the NFL. And Mason Rudolph has some experience, but I'm not taking him over any of those quarterbacks on that list.
Yep.
So, yes, we are at the bottom.
We are. That is, that's just
what it is.
It is what it is. That's just honesty is the best policy. And until they show otherwise, then we got to be able to see it. If you're looking at it and you could think Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson, if you're looking at the rankings, you could say, no, I like Lamar more than I like Burrow. You could switch up the top 2, but I'm looking at it like there's no history for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is not on the team. So we're talking about Drew Allar, we're talking about Will Howard, and we're talking about Mason Rudolph's in the ranking. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about the division. So you're looking against your peers. Who are you going against? Well, this room's better. There's Joe Burrow over there.
Yes.
There's Lamar Jackson over there. There's Deshaun Watson and Shedeur. Actually, he played, so we don't know for sure, but we know what Deshaun did. We got Will, we got Mace, you know what I'm saying? We got Drew. So, like, just as far as the room goes, until they prove us and get out there on the field and show what they've done, right now, at this date, that list is about right.
Oh yeah, you can't go against it. I mean, it is what it is, but
yeah,
you let the year play out. Let's go back to that list.
Oh, 1,000%. That's all. That's all how we do them draft rankings. How good was their draft? Yeah, they pick good picks. If they're not good, then your draft was bad. If you found some third rounders that people are like, oh, why'd you go get him? You know what I'm saying? Looking back, people drafted Russell Wilson. Why would you pick Russell? Next thing you know, he balls out. We win the Super Bowls. The draft looks better.
Yeah.
Draft looks better after the fact.
Definitely. Hey, brother, the NFL PA, I guess FIFA was like, yo, we coming through, but we need grass. So I guess the NFL PA issued a reminder to the owners that they're going to install high quality grass for FIFA. And so as they said, as FIFA commandeers 11 stadiums, the venues that have artificial turf for football will be installing high quality grade natural grass for soccer.
Yes.
The NFL Players Association also issued a reminder that the owners will give players in a different sport the surface that NFL players almost uniformly prefer. The reality is that the owners who are hosting World Cup games install grass fields because FIFA demanded it. Put simple, they had no choice. When it comes to the NFL game, they have a choice. And many are still choosing a surface that is cheaper to maintain and easier to handle.
Yes.
Then when it's time to generate revenue through other events, like, when they want to do like concerts and all that, that stuff, all like that. Here's what the NFLPA just did. What the NFLPA just did is what I would do. Like at this point, I obviously have no power. So I would be like, hey, everybody, the NFL don't care about the players. They did this for them. But hey, I'm only doing that because I have no power to change anything. The only thing I could do is maybe get like public opinion, a little support from fans, all that other stuff. Like, hey, NFL,
that can help. That's gonna help.
But that ain't. They are the NFLPA, and this is one of the things y'all didn't go for. You didn't have as a non-negotiable last CBA.
Yeah.
So why are y'all pointing the finger? Don't point the finger. Make sure y'all stand in the mirror when y'all point the finger, so you could be pointing at yourself. Because the NFLPA leadership has been trash. I will keep saying it and will be trash. It's been trash since we lost Gene Upshaw and they got DeMaurice Smith as executive director. And he proceeded to make all the changes necessary and rules so that he and his staff could keep position and power. And that's why we have the leadership we have right now, because it's insider trading, bro. Like, it's the good old boy system. If we don't like you, we're not letting you in. And I know that. They didn't like me. And they said, I know this because I was told, hey, they couldn't even consider James a real possibility as a serious candidate because he talked bad about our leadership. Jalen Reeve-Maben, NFLPA president, still trash. Still trash. Gonna always be trash. And the executive director y'all hired, J.C. Trotter. This same guy in July 2025, he stepped away because of the turmoil that was going down with Lloyd Howe, him resigning, and said, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm not pursuing the executive director role. I'm getting out of here. And then 7-8 months later in March of 26, he was now elected as the director. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to do. He goes with like, I don't want nothing to do with this, bro. I don't want nothing to do with this. Hey, I'm back.
Right back.
I'm ready to fight for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm being in line I'm ready to fight for the players. I'm here. No. You just had enough buddies, 9-2. You just had enough buddies on the executive committee that wanted to have him in there so they could help secure their jobs. Point blank, period. The committee themselves make all the votes, and nobody knows who they vote for because it's no record of it. The whole process is secretive, and it's no transparency to it. FIFA went in there, 9-2. FIFA went in there and said, grass or nothing.
Grass or nothing.
That means no money or you won't get a chance to be put on the world stage to get coverage.
Yeah.
That's what they want. They want worldwide. That's what they want. That's why we got all these international games. They want more money, dude.
Yeah.
And this is why the NFLPA should be telling their players to save money, because the current CBA does not end until 2030.
Yeah.
To the end of the 2030 season, dude. You're talking about 5 seasons away. You should be telling your players right now, save 30% each season, leading up to the end of the 30 season. That'll give you 5 seasons. You'll save up 150% of your yearly salary so that y'all could withstand 18 months of being locked out.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting what you want, what you deserve, unless they lose money or have the potential to lose money. This 2030 CBA that's coming up, this will be the best opportunity they'll have since the 2011 CBA, when they locked us out.
Yep.
And trash leadership, DeMaurice Smith signed an unheard of, bruh, 10-year CBA. No major union in the history of the world have ever signed a 10-year deal as a union that long. Nobody. And then, you know what he did to back that up?
What did he do to back that up, Deebo?
In 2020, he did an 11-year.
Damn.
That's because he did it a year early. So they just said, hey, here, we do it a year early, finish the 2020, and then jump on to this. If the NFLPA, bruh, does a deal before the deadline and they don't get everything that the players deserve, they are 100% incompetent, bruh. The only way the players will get all that they deserve won't be until the NFL either loses money or misses the opportunity to make money. And that's only happening when they lock out.
Yep.
Bro, it's no advantage for the NFL to give in to any demands that the NFLPA has. They still got 5 seasons left of the old CBA under their belt right now, but they're trying to get this deal done early. Why? Because we get the deal done early. We know we got the leadership in now. That's going to be more for the NFL than they are for the players anyway, because they have been since 2011. And then, unless the deal 100% like benefits the NFL, bro, there's no way. I'm the NFL. If I'm the NFL, I got 5 years on my deal. And then you're coming to me telling me you want all this, you want this. I ain't giving you nothing. I'll wait the 5 years out, and then I go ahead and have to give it to you when it happens. FIFA came in there and said grass or we ain't coming. They said, okay, we don't want to miss the opportunity or the potential money.
It's the money for sure.
And then, dog, the NFLPA, they go on Twitter. You go on X, whatever you want to call it, Twitter. Okay, you go on X and Twitter, and y'all say, "Hey, look what they doing." Like, what have y'all been doing since 2011? Like, you look exactly like what y'all are, weak. You're crying to the public for public opinion when y'all should be filing a formal grievance, maybe. But you can't. You can't, because I just said that wasn't one of the things you fought for in the 2020 CBA was a non-negotiable natural grass mandate.
Yes.
Again, FIFA, grass or we ain't coming.
Because they know, Deebo, it's like you said, it's a money thing. They really realize, end of the day, turf is cheaper. And they saying that the NFL, the owners try to say that injuries are the same amount, like the grass, you still get the same amount of injuries as you get on turf. All I want to tell you is anybody that ever played on turf and then you played on grass, you wake up in your joints. Grass gives. You give a little. You're able to break. It takes your cuts and all that stuff. So you get some. It feels so much better to play on grass. Just natural grass is the best thing you can play on, fall on. When you're playing on these turfs and these fields, they can go do other things. They can have concerts come in, roll it out. It's so much cheaper. The Buffalo Bills, it comes down to ownership. You understand, you're going to pay for your, like, if you want to have your players out there playing on the best thing, and you know what it is, it's recognizably known. People know grass is better than turf. So the FIFA comes in there. We're not bringing our athletes to play on anything that's not the best. Why would you have us play on turf? We're going to play on grass, or we're not coming. Then they're like this. Oh, okay. We got NFL teams that are switching their turf to grass and then switching it back.
Then switching it back, bro.
Like switching it back. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. Like you have to understand it's the ownership of the logical thing to do. Like you said, NFLPA, you got to get that in the contract. Obviously, they wouldn't have to switch it if they don't want to, but you have owners, Buffalo Bills, building a new stadium. It's going to be natural grass.
Yeah.
They admit it. Natural grass is better. Like, you just got to know if you're an owner and you have this, you want to protect your investment, but at the same time, it's like you're saying, NFLPA, we need to get grass in the deal. That's something for sure. But then it's really the owners. If you know
Bruh,
grass is better.
here's the crazy thing, Joe.
What's up?
Atlanta, bruh. Atlanta. You got the Patriots. Dallas, bruh.
Get
Houston and
oh my goodness.
Who else was it? I want to say maybe Kansas City. Anyway it go. You got them teams right there. You got LA. All turf. They switch, all switching out to grass and then putting it back.
Putting it back. It's money because they're running so many different events there. They're using that field for so many different things that they're like, if it's natural grass, it's going to kill it. It's going to take them.
Dude, if y'all really want to do that, bro, you could. I remember
Deebo.
when I played in Europe.
Roll it in, roll it out.
Roll it in. That's what it was. It was a turf.
Arizona.
They rolled it in. It was natural grass.
They roll in the whole field
and they rolled it out.
roll it out. It's
Arizona,
going to be expensive.
right. Arizona got that too. I forgot about
Arizona
that. Now
got
you
that.
can use the stadium for whatever you want.
Was 1,000%.
Get the grass in and out, still take care of it and have it all going.
Yes. It's like you got a little farm that you just taking care of that field, that whole thing. You can roll it in where you need to, roll it out where you need to, and set it. And it's a grass field, beautiful. Because I tell you, Cleveland's brown field, natural grass, it's different. You love it. It's going to be, you know what you're going to get. Your feet, you're sticking, you're going to be able to get that. It's just grass, that feeling underneath your feet. And when you're falling, it's nothing like it.
Hey, ain't nothing like being able to hit the ground and slide 10 yards and not have all your skin off your left arm or your right arm.
Yes. Them dudes I couldn't even AstroTurf. Them dudes out there wearing the Jordans, wearing the literal basketball shoes.
You ain't got to worry about your foot getting caught in the turf.
No.
That foot get caught in that turf. No, all that ground go give, bro. It ain't go catch like that turf go catch and have you tear everything up in your leg, your knee.
We gotta get. They got the natural grass. They wasn't playing. Them soccer teams came in that joint not playing.
No, listen. We don't need to be here.
Yeah,
we are FIFA.
We are uncapped.
World. Our players are number one to us, and we will make sure they play on nothing but the best surfaces.
Yeah.
So you do it, or we don't come. NFLPA, sure. That's all y'all got to do. But I would kind of almost guarantee they go get a deal done before this 2030 deal is up, because they have no real leadership.
Yes.
It's weak, disorganized, and I wouldn't be surprised they do another 10-year deal. Dude, they shouldn't do another deal longer than 5 years. The CBA should never be any longer than 5 years. The players turn over entirely too fast. Everything turns over entirely too fast. The salary cap turns over too fast. You name it, everything turns over entirely too fast for a 10-year deal. Don't nobody do a 10-year deal. It's not even economically sound for a union to do a 10-year deal and think it's going to help them. Like,
that's too much time.
Unless you're trying to get a big paycheck for your executive director, which they were doing some of that.
Unless you're sitting comfortable, though.
Sitting comfortable.
You want that, John. I want the deal as long as possible.
Right.
Cool.
You get another one. Go get another. You ain't worried about these players, man. You worried about your position. You done made it to where when we first started, each player's vote counted. Yeah. They counted the number of the votes of the players, period. Now, they counted just the executive committee votes, and whatever they vote, that's what happens.
Yeah,
it don't matter. You could tell them whatever you want to do here or there. The players could tell them that. Even the reps, not even the reps. It's the executive committee. They make the move on what's gonna happen. And they put each other in place. That's the crazy thing. Like that, none of these people are voted in. They're all voted in by a committee or the player reps. So it's already the people that's there. Like it's the good old boy system, man.
Yeah, it's your homies. We gonna get in there, man. We got it's the office is in DC, so it's up the street. I got to try to get in there and see what's going on, Deebo.
Bruh. They ain't gonna let you come in there and figure out nothing, bro. I went there shit when I retired the first time, I think, or the second time. I can't remember.
And they ain't tell you nothing.
Bruh. And we here if you need us. Well, what I really I don't need you, but what is it that you do? Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I play with I feel you. I play with Treader. I play with JC, and I heard what you said. So I think I can get him on the line. So at least I can have a conversation.
He damn sure ain't gonna come on here with me.
No, for sure. I mean, I got him on. I would love to.
Yeah, get him on the line.
That'd be
him on the line. Ask him what was the big thing that changed his mind, where he was just like, I'm so done with this. It's going, and now to now, hey, I'm the best option, and I'm gonna be here to fight for these guys like never before because I care. Get the hell out of here, bro. You tapped out. You tapped out, and why did you tap out? Did you tap out because you thought they was about to throw you out and make you resign your way out? You think they was gonna choke you up out of the spot?
Oh man, that's what you want to ask them.
Like, really?
Okay, no, I feel you. I got it. I'm
now all of a sudden you back, everything's great, and like, dude, that whole process, bro. That whole process is crooked and it is mishandled so far, and it's ridiculous, bro.
God damn. No, it's the hiddenness, Deebo. When you saying we used to be able to vote, everybody had a vote.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody saw what's going on. And now your reps don't even have the votes. So now it's like, what does it even matter of what you're voting for? Because they're gonna make the decisions without you regardless. So
I take it back. Your reps do get a vote. So your reps are the ones that will actually vote.
Okay.
Your executive committee are the ones that put the people in place for you to vote for.
Yes.
So if they decide it's only one person we want you to vote for it, or two people, whatever that may be, however they break that down, I put them in front of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna make you pick between A and B, which I know you don't want, so you're gonna have to go with A.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey man, all y'all had to do was put me in front of the boys. Let them see what let them make a decision. They was too scared to do that. They was too scared to put me in front of them.
Let everybody be on the ballot.
They was too scared to put me in front of the boys, but then all they had to do then though was control they 32 player 32 player reps, because that's who would have voted for the actual executive director for the NFLPA. Like that's who would have made the votes. But again, some of those dudes sitting there like, yeah, how long I'm gonna be here? I gotta get into the office. How many guys that are actual players that are just like top of the line at their position, at their skill, whatever it may be, and they're representatives? It's very few, bro.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to do it. And then it ends up a lot of the time getting given to a guy that they're like, hey, yeah, here, go and do this.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? Yeah, okay, cool. He think it's gonna keep him around. It'll keep him around a little bit, but you still got to be on the team just to be a representative. So if you ain't on the team now, that's where you got to get into the upper rankings. You got to become president and all that other stuff. You got to get a higher position. So that's where all the, hey, I'm gonna vote for you, this and that. Then when my time comes, you vote for me to get me in here.
See that it gets like, it sounds real politickish.
Oh, it is.
I mean, that's the whole thing.
It's good old boys clicky.
Good old boys clicky is what we don't like, because that is not when you're protecting the athletes, you're protecting yourself. And there's too much turnaround in the NFL for you to be trying to, you shouldn't be able to, I mean, you can be there for a while if you have the good intent, but you need to be able to have people that are voting on it, being able to see what's going on, keeping it open to literally the process of helping the players. Because the more and more it starts making it about self and how people can protect themselves and keep their jobs and positions.
Gene Upshaw passed away. It has not been that.
I feel you, Deebo, but I'm just saying, just from listening to you, you give it more of the perspective because I didn't pay attention too much. I should have because while I was in it, just playing, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to get my job done, hit NFLPA, that's fine. Like listening to my benefits, but I wasn't as listening as I needed to be, 1,000%. So when I listen to you, you know way more about it and how they got in it. And now with keeping their own positions, keeping their jobs is real. You would think that it's not like that because you're like, oh, no, NFLPA, all you hear, NFLPA, we're here for you, like all of the meetings and stuff. But then when you really say like this, what do you really know? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much are we really able to make a change or make decisions? Not that much.
Listen, man, the devil looked like the devil. You'd never make a deal with him, would you?
No, you're correct. You would run. So the devil he's
Exactly.
looking just like what you
The
like.
devil looked like what you thought he was supposed to look like. You wouldn't do no deals with him.
No, got tricked. Got to be more careful.
NFL.com ranks the top 10 most complete NFL rosters for 2026. What do they mean by most complete? They got Rams 1, Seattle, Eagles, Ravens, Bills, Lions, Broncos, 49ers, Texans, and Patriots.
You know what?
Top 10.
Deebo, it's full NFL rosters. I'm going. I'm saying you gotta be good at everything. Maybe not great, but you gotta have a solid offense, quarterback, you gotta have a good defense, and you gotta have a special teams. I think if you don't have a quarterback on your team, you can't be complete roster. So it starts off with legitimately, if you have a complete roster, you gotta have a quarterback on your team.
Well, yeah, that's number one. So
I'm
not tripping that we're not on the rosters. That's what you said.
That's why when I looked at it, I was trying to look and see
why the Steelers have a franchise quarterback.
Why the Steelers are on the roster. I knew why my Browns weren't going to be on the roster. I'm like, okay, they did my dogs. I know how they'd be looking crazy. They're on the top 10. Understand? Steelers not on here. I'm like, everywhere but the quarterback position, I don't see how they couldn't say that we couldn't be one of the most complete rosters. But the quarterback position is the main reason that people are on it. So you got to look at it. I'm like, okay, Matthew Stafford, Rams, solid defense, the team, receivers, special teams. If you want to go roster, I will go coach too. Like you want to put the coach in there. That's a full scale team. You got your quarterback, you got your defense, you got your receivers, you got your special teams.
I ain't tripping on the placement of 1 and 2.
Okay, boom.
I'm not tripping on that.
We go Eagles, and they say
Eagles, Ravens, and then the Bills. And the Lions?
I mean, yes, their rosters. You got to have the quarterback, offense, defense. Quarterback, Ravens,
Lamar That's why Jackson. I'm trying to figure out: are we talking about like the most complete roster?
Yes,
barring no actual play.
Barring no actual play, Deebo. All of this stuff that we get to talking about right now is since what acquisitions they got, who they got on their team, and if their team stays healthy and plays the best that they can together. We're assuming everybody's healthy. We're assuming everybody that they got. If we're assuming that the rosters are going to work out for what they got.
Assuming that the rosters is going to work out for what they got. I don't know how. See, if I'm saying
say this. If Aaron Rodgers is on our team, if Aaron Rodgers is on the Steelers, I'm liking us on the complete roster. I'm liking us on this list for sure. You can't tell me where we could be up there. I like us over the Ravens. I like us right around like we could be 3.
Bruh, I'm trying to figure this out because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little lost. Is this like teams that could possibly win a championship, or is this just I got a team and I have all the positions filled with high-ranking names and like rated guys or whatever it is? Like, because right now, the Eagles, I'm questioning. The Ravens, I'm questioning. The Bills, I'm questioning. The Lions, I'm questioning. And the Broncos, y'all got them at 7. They got to come up, bro. Like, Josh Allen is the biggest issue why damn Buffalo shouldn't be at 5. He getting to those, well, besides him having to run into Patrick Mahomes all those times, he getting to the playoffs and he turned over at the wrong times.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, they shouldn't be that high either. He the same thing. He is a turnover machine in the playoffs. That man got 7 interceptions and a couple lost fumbles in just 8 playoff games. And he's only 3-5 in them. How you
Couple
putting
of
him?
those losses, the field goal miss was not on him. Andrews dropping the ball was not on him. Zay
Okay,
Flowers
I
getting the ball
understand what
stripped
you're
out of his
saying,
hands
bro.
wasn't on him.
I understand what you're saying. So he's 4-5 then. With well, sorry, he'll be 4 and he'd be 4-3 or 4-4. Sorry, he'd be 4-4. Still has 7 interceptions. Still have like what are we talking about?
Man,
What?
that just you
We
said
we
he would
listen,
have won.
man.
He would have won 3 of the
We
games
want to
that he
make more
lost.
excuses for Lamar than a little bit, man. When
No,
the time
I'm
come, bro.
not. I'm not trying to make excuses for Lamar.
And then Philly, we don't even know what they doing, man. I don't know what they got going over there, man. The offense is I don't know
Yeah,
what's going on with the offense. Didn't they miss the playoffs?
Eagles.
You got Denver all the way down there, bruh.
Denver's definitely better.
Offense. And the quarterback was hurt when they lost, and they still almost won.
Nah, for sure. Denver can step up. Denver can step up. I like the 1 and 2. Eagles, Ravens. I think they're too high. They are too high.
Yes.
What you think about the Patriots?
I ain't gonna lie. I think the Patriots might be a little low, but maybe a spot or two up. I don't like they couldn't really come up with too much offense in the playoffs. And like the Lions, bruh, they've been dropping like each year. They seem to fall off a little more.
They lost Montgomery, but they still got.
They just broke their 1-2 punch, bro.
So they think they signed it back, but they still got Gibbs. Dude,
the center just retired. Who?
Yeah,
I don't even know how they at 6. Did they make the playoffs? I don't remember.
Yeah,
they didn't even make the playoffs, did
didn't.
they? Like what? Where is this coming from, bro?
They believing in the coach, Golf, Amara, my young bull, the receiver, the other one that takes it up top, skinny. God, man.
Like
Jameson Williams, Jameson.
Bruh, I don't know who made this list. I'm not too sure about this list, bruh. Like,
see what Houston?
I could get Houston.
You could dig with Houston.
I ain't tripping on them being where they at because of the offer.
Mm-hmm. So you just saying the Bills and the Ravens are too high.
The Bills, the Ravens, and the Eagles, and the Lions. Lions shouldn't even be on there.
Okay. I'm with you.
Like, it's no way they should be on there, bro.
Steelers, once we get our quarterback, our roster is looking nice. So we'll be able to be solid. The only reason why I was saying,
man, listen, I ain't talking about once we get a quarterback. We just need to see what we got first. Before we start talking about.
We do know. That's what I'm saying. Once the people know. Once they get some snaps.
You need some right. You need some game.
You can't just say they're nice if they haven't played. No credit yet. No credit yet.
True. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's a true statement because
you got to build some equity, bro.
You got to build and that's the thing. And that's why we have no real trust in Rudolph, man. Like he done lost a lot of equity through the process of watching him play and seeing the process and seeing the game.
He's had time.
He had way more than enough time, bro. 8 years, ain't it 8 years? I believe so.
But that's why the younger guys, Shador and my fact, this is going to be only his second year. Will Howard, only his second year. Drew Allar, first year. Young dudes, they're going to have to get their bumps and bruises somehow. They're going to have to get out there and learn. Like the first year, You can't be as confident to go tell other dudes what to do and where to go if you don't know yourself what to do or where to go fully. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So
I got you. Okay, man. Look here, man. Look here, man. We have a special guest with us today. Okay.
yes, we do.
We had the GM of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Omar Khan. Omar, thank
Yeah.
you for coming on the show.
What's up,
We
fellas?
appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
What's up, Omar?
appreciate you guys. What's up, guys? Hey, Joe, I just got on a couple seconds ago and I heard him yelling. Is he always yelling on this show? Is that
Always,
always?
always yelling at me.
If I'm passionate about what I'm talking about, I'm usually
Yes.
raising my voice.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, Deebo,
Yeah.
you are passionate.
Yes. Look here, man. Let me give y'all
a
a little I guess a little history about Omar. Y'all think he just stepped in here in 22 when he got the GM job. So originally you attended, what was it, Tulane University, right?
Tulane, Harvard of the South.
Tulane. Yes, degree in business administration, and your first actual gig that you had was an internship with the Saints, right? New Orleans Saints in 90, what year was that?
97.
97.
Yeah.
Right. So that position would then turn into an actual real position where you would be, I think, as football operations assistants, then to contract administration, and then finally salary cap management, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of different things for sure.
Yeah. Okay. And then I believe with the salary cap management, we could just call that the money man.
Yes.
That's the money man. So then in 2001, you were hired by the Steelers as a football operations coordinator. That sound right?
Something like that, man. We weren't big titles back then, but it was something like that. If you say that's what the media guide says, I guess that's right.
So basically, you go from that 96 time frame to coming over from the Saints to the Steelers. Okay. And when you came from the Saints to the Steelers, like, what was that difference, because, we talk about the Steeler way and how things, operate the Steeler way, and culturally how Pittsburgh is, when you first walked into that building in 2001, what was the first thing that you recognized, was different?
Yeah, Deebo, it was crazy because I was born and raised in New Orleans, grew up a huge Saints fan. I had my dream, working for the Saints. It was going great, and out of the blue, I get a call from the Steelers, said they had a position open, heard some things about me, and wanted me to interview. And I interviewed. I was like, all right, I'm working for the Saints, but it was the Rooney family and the Steelers. How can I not, look into it? So I come up, have this interview. My first interview was over at Three Rivers. And it was awesome, man. I loved everything about it. Like, from Mr. Rooney and Art, and just to see. I remember the first time I came in, I got picked up at the airport. I'm driving in, and it's cold. I don't remember, that was my first interview or second interview. And I'm going through downtown, right off of Second Avenue, and I see some construction workers, and one of them's got a hard hat, and it's got the Steeler logo on it. I was like, man, this is pretty cool. But went through the interview process. It was great. First day, I think, was Valentine's Day, 2001. And I remember coming in the building, and it was awesome, man. Like, I just remember the one thing, Mr. Rooney and Art, I was like, man, these are our owners, and like, they're just regular people. You go down in the cafeteria, you sit with Mr. Rooney, like, he's like, and I'm young, and I'm just getting started here, and it was like, it's pretty special, walking to Art's office, he's 3 doors down from me, and it's, I can go in there and just have a normal conversation. Like, it's pretty awesome. And then, getting to know the players. You know what is also cool? I mean, I know you're one of those guys now, the alumni here. I get started here, like my first or second week here. I'm walking around. Franco Harris is walking around the building. Oh my gosh, that's Franco Harris. It's like it's like the guy my dad used to tell me about when I was little, when I used to tell him how great all these Saints teams were, and he'd tell me about these Steelers, and this guy Franco. I was like, my God, that's Franco Harris, and
right here, yep.
Yeah, I get to know him, not know him, but I meet him, and I was like, man, what a good person, and then as it goes by, Lynn Swan at the time lived here, and I was like, man, there was a constant team. These guys were all good people. I mean, they're all great dudes, and that's something to be said about when Steelers, get to meet Lynn Swan. I heard about from my dad, and got to meet John Stallworth, and obviously Joe Green, and when I was young, the best thing about me when I was in that draft room, and we'd meet, and Kevin would, he was in charge. He'd sit at the front, but I was always sort of like in the middle or the back. But I was sitting between like Bill Nunn, Joe Green,
Yes.
Ron Hughes. These are some great football people. And, Joe Green would say, hey, let's go grab some eat. When Joe Green says something, you're doing it.
You're doing it,
Let's
baby.
go eat. We'd go to dinner and he'd have Elsie Greenwood there. It was pretty freaking cool. So it's like, this is just the people make this place special. Like, the Roonies and the players. I mean, you guys, Joe, I know you're a Brown. You spent a lot of time in Cleveland, but you were a good dude, man. And your family,
Thank you, Omar.
wonderful family. And it's same thing with Deebo, Deebo, he's a tough
Omar.
guy. All right, he's
listen,
tough,
man.
but he is a good dude.
Yes, he is.
So you talking 2001. So you've been in this organization for 25 years. You came in at basically, a front office type position to now you became the GM of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like how did you do that? First off, and who were some of the people that were most influential in you being able to transition through that process and get to where you are now?
Yeah, it's a good question. So, when I first got here, I was like, I'll probably be here a couple years, but I've been here 25 plus years, maybe 26. It's just, I'm so appreciative, the Dan Rooney and Art Rooney, because they've taken the time to help me grow. Kevin Colbert, I can't say enough about Kevin. Kevin and I, our offices were next to each other. We probably spent more time with each other than with our families. And just they taught me so much, and they just gave me time, and they believed in me, and and they just let me grow, and I've always believed in this organization, the people that have been here, and that's what allowed me to do it. But those guys, Kevin and Art Rooney and Dan Rooney, they've been very instrumental for me in my development, not only as a in my work, but as a person. They're just you don't get much better than those guys. They're just people.
Yeah, definitely. What I want to do is I guess, fast forward a little bit. So we get to the end of 2026. Mike T ends up resigning. We are in a place that we have never been in an organization, or at least you guys have never been in the organization that anyone had really any true experience with, because Mike was hired so long ago, back in 2007. So now you're going through the transition of, hiring your first head coach. And when you look at it, especially like for us, like we sitting there and we like, yo, it got to be somebody young. It got to be this. It got to be that. We're going through the whole. Stop smiling, Joe. We're going through the whole gambit. Joe want to talk about what I said. That's all. That's why he's smiling.
Funny. I'll let it go.
But what was it when y'all interviewed with Mike McCarthy that made you guys say, hey, this is the person, this is the guy that we need for Pittsburgh right now?
Yeah, James, we went through the whole hey, on this show, you refer to as James or Deebo. What do you prefer? So you don't
whatever you want, man.
It's on you, Omar.
Whatever I want. That's an open-ended statement here.
It's James or Deebo, whatever you want. It's what you used to calling me, man.
All right, Deebo. So we went through the process. It was a detailed process. Interviewed some really good candidates, but we went through this saying, hey, we got to identify the right candidate for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, where we are, and really interviewed some good candidates. But at the end, Mike came in and he had that interview. We had some conversations early. Came in, had the in-person interview, and he just stood out. It just felt like it was the right decision for us, and it's been great so far. Honestly, I can't wait for you guys to get to know him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When he did his interview, and he started to look like he was shedding a tear. I kind of lost it a little bit.
You know me, Omar. I'm a softer, more emotional guy, so I felt that. I was heartfelt. I teared up when he teared up. I'm like, oh, he loves the city. Yeah. Deebo, like, is he crying? I'm like, Deebo.
What I text you, Joe? What I text you?
For sure. It was.
I text Joe. I said, Joe, is this ninja crying? I said, what is going on, man? I said, oh, this ain't it, man. That's not
I'm
it,
like
man.
Deebo, but
And
then he came back around
I
passion.
came back
He's
around though. I
from
had to sit there, and what I had to sit there and think about is when I had my Hall of Honor induction, and you know, and what it meant to me, but seeing as he was seeing his kids, his family sitting right there in that front row, and them knowing what it meant to him, and then seeing the tears in their eyes, that's that's what got me when I was going through my Hall of Honor induction. I couldn't fake it no more. I couldn't hide it. They knew what it meant to me. Even though I didn't want to show tears, they got it.
When did it get you at that speech, Deebo? When did you know you
when
were
I looked
a
at
little bit over?
when I looked at James and Henry, and James was gone.
Yeah.
And I was, I was just tears flowing down his face. And I was like, and I couldn't help it. I was gone. That was it. I couldn't fake it no more. He knew what it meant to me, even though everybody else, may not have known, to have that honor of being in that position and being put into that group of men, guys, that all you ever wanted them to say was, hey, he could have played with us.
Yeah.
That's love.
It was the best, bro. It was the best. But yeah, I was a little, out there after, but I came back around, baby.
For sure.
Yeah. That was real. I mean, I was sitting right next to him, and I think he saw his mom and his dad there and his sisters.
Had to do it.
That'll do it right there. So
yes,
I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not a crier or an emotional guy. So like, but that was a pretty unique moment. It was genuine, man. It was genuine.
You can't fake that stuff. When you see those families, they pull on those heartstrings in a different way that you can't fake.
Joe, I was at his Hall of Honor thing. Like I was like, I was not expecting that. It got him, man. It
for sure.
Yeah.
Something family does to you. Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Look here, man. Let's get some questions on that draft. You got you taking off?
Yeah. So
go ahead.
What you thinking? So with the draft, we know we was thinking about a tackle. How do you feel about Max?
Awesome, man. He's one of us. He really is. He's great. And like the thing about him is just the upside is
yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, Omar. Like when we drafted him, it was a lot of people like, yo, they're trying to figure out what's going on, why where did this guy come from, it's a bit of a project. Some people may think it's too much of a project. What was it about Ihanashur that made you guys say, you know what, this is worth our first round pick?
So like similar to a bunch of other guys we drafted, they just won in the spring. They passed every test through the process, the Senior Bowl, the combine, the interviews. Like they just passed the test and their pro days, and he was one of those guys, and it just felt good, felt right. I'm excited what the future holds for him, and you go through our whole draft, and we feel really good about it. It really does. We started with 12 picks, ended up with 10. I think we had 3 trades that we made, and we got the right guys for us. I'm excited. You guys are proud Steelers. Joe, I know deep down inside you're a proud Steeler too.
Come on, Omar, you know it.
He flippy.
Yeah, he's flippy.
Because
he's 6'7". He's 6'7".
I put blood, sweat, and tears over there too. So I'm gonna get always Steelers, always love. And Omar, like you said too, when we came in, I appreciate that because you were nothing but gracious, kind, sweet, professional. So like I have nothing ever bad to say about I love you, Omar.
No, likewise. Yeah. Like we talked about it, man. Like this, the thing that we talk about the Steeler way a lot, the people and the players, the quality of people that these players have been here through the years, it's special, man. It's unique. Like it really is.
Matter of fact, now that you talk about that, Omar,
all right.
What has changed, or if anything has changed that you've noticed in the process of the personal developmental relationships, or what y'all go through as far as seeing in players that are playing now in the NIL era and the guys before?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, it is what it is, so you have to embrace it, right? Like there's some, it's different, obviously. I'm sure guys are getting thrown money when they're in high school, and it's probably more of a business as they're in earlier in college than it maybe used to be. But there's positives to this thing. Like guys now come to us. They've already had their financial advisors. Deebo, how it is. We draft guys. Usually we go through this whole. We're teaching them about life, right? We want them not to be good players, but great people.
Amen.
You want them to, after they're done with football, we want them to be successful. That's a great reflection, not only on them and their families, but on us too. We want to grow and do great. And we've always pride ourselves and teach them, whether it's about a lot of life skill stuff. Well, now we're getting these guys, and you see it, and it's pretty cool. As these guys are well versed. A lot of these guys maybe wouldn't have been well versed 10, 15 years ago when it comes to financial stuff. A lot of these guys have already had the opportunity because of the NIL to buy their mom and dad a house or a car, or they have financial advisors already, and the schools have done a great job of people for those guys. And so there's some life skill stuff that they're already more prepared for maybe than you were a huge work in progress, Deebo. It took a lot to get to this point here. So
do you think that has created more character issues or things that you guys have to be a lot more aware of with guys coming in versus how easy or how much easier it was to be able to read that now versus it was then?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the thing that I noticed more is that, in college, I don't know all the rules, how exactly it works, but I think these guys can go back up, once or twice a year. They can, you do a deal, and then I think you can go back later on in that year and ask for more money or perks or whatever that works. And so that mentality obviously is going to carry forward when you get here. Maybe a little of the more of the expectation as to how quickly maybe
they can renegotiate back to the table,
things like that. And I think that's just a function of how guys maybe are coming up through that system in college. But like I said, it's same for all 32 teams. So we have to embrace it, and the colleges are managing it the best that they can. But it's not a knock on the players. It's just a system that's out there.
Okay. Another pick that we had that guys were interested in was the Drew Allar pick. Matter of fact, before we get into the quarterback, Omar, it's the question everybody been looking for, man. I've been trying to tell them, listen, we ain't worried. Y'all having good conversations. Y'all, everybody is in communication to some point, and it's nothing that needs to be worried about where he is, where he ain't, because he is not signed to the team yet. Omar, what is y'all stance on Aaron Rodgers? Is it okay when he comes, or if he comes, we're here, and I'm hoping it's not we're waiting for him to come because, we feel like that is part of the process. I believe you guys are moving at a pace that would allow you to be able to go and function and be successful without him if, he doesn't come. But I believe a lot of fans believe we're just sitting here praying and hoping and waiting on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Deebo, we've had, I've said it before, we've had communications with him and his agent. But the one thing I'll say is this time of year, it's great for these young guys. We have a new coaching staff here, and these guys are they just got off the field a little bit ago. The time that they're spending getting to know each other and allowing our coaches to develop and grow, not just the quarterbacks, but all these guys.
Right.
It's very precious. It's a great time of year, and especially for those young guys. And we got a new coaching staff too, and there's a lot of interacting going on, and for them getting to know each other. And so I love this time of year.
Yeah. You go ahead.
Yeah, because this is the thing too, like you said, it's early on the year, younger guys wanting to get them as many reps as possible. I remember when I got a little bit more older into the NFL, OTAs and stuff, that's all good. But when it gets to training camp, that's kind of when you really want to go. But let's speak on this, my man Omar. I seen you sign my boy Bankroll Boss to an extension. Love that. love Boz. Who would we look forward to? Should I see my man nephew? You know what I'm saying? Peasy in the near future. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little extension.
Well, Joe, we don't talk about the contract
Hey, we can't talk about
negotiations
contracts.
publicly.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
No, but it's all right. Well, but we have. It's
I would say I would let me speak for you, Omar. Let me speak for you, Omar.
Right.
I would say that Omar.
Yes.
I'm putting my GM hat on. Hey, put my GM hat on. Hold on. Let me put my GM hat on. It's more straight. It's more straightforward. Now, as GM, I would think and I would say that Omar is very optimistic and hopeful that there is a possibility of something getting worked out
1,000%.
before the time is necessary that it becomes an issue. I would think that
the plans are Joey Porter Jr. being still a long term.
Well, I would think that would be in the plans, along with a few other moves here and there to accommodate what it is that we would need to do as a successful organization into the future. Omar, would you agree with that?
Joe, I'm going to try to answer that question as well as James did. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to try here. I mean, that was pretty good right there.
Yeah, it was.
Now this is we're in a good situation in the sense that we have some good young players that we'd like to extend, right? Realistically, you'd love to get them all. Probably doesn't always happen that way. Just constraints with the cap and different other things. But we're talking to some guys, and we'll see where it goes. But it's a good situation to be in. We got. I love our group of young guys here. Like these there's a lot of guys here that we hope are going to be playing double-digit years, and so. We'll see. I wish I had a better answer for
when I say that, I mean it because it's a great spot to be in because it means you drafted well. You have great young talent that you want to keep around. So it's a lot of moving parts. Things got to happen, but you know what I'm saying? That's cahoots to you for bringing in great players that you got to work out how that's going to work.
Well, it's not me. I mean, my staff is, the group of people I work with, they're awesome, man. I can't say enough about those guys.
Facts.
Definitely. Let me. I jumped off of Drew Allar because I went to the elephant so-called seat in the room.
You know what? Can you switch your hat back? I don't like.
Oh yeah, let me get out that GM. Sorry.
The GM part.
Get out my GM hat.
We gotta get him back,
and
then we gotta get him back. All right, that's better. That's better.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
There you go. My bad, baby. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to just James and Deebo, not call you into
There you go. There you go. You was talking to GM Jimmy Harrison then.
Okay.
Jimmy. Mr. Rooney used to call you Jimmy. Rooney. That's right. Yeah,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the only person that can call me Jimmy. Yes, sir.
Right.
Look here. Drew Allar.
Yeah.
Was that something, or was that the guy that, I know you guys had said if, that quarterback was there at that spot, at that position, that, you guys were going to definitely, get somebody if they became available where you guys felt like it was worth picking them up? Was Drew that guy you Mike, and, you had been talking about or alluding to the process?
Yeah. So we were excited to get him. We evaluated the quarterback position. There's some good quarterbacks that were available in the draft, and we just knew at some point, we had a couple guys that we really liked, Drew being one of them, and we weren't going to trade away from him, or if he was there at a certain point, we would draft him, and that's sort of how we went with Drew. We really liked him. He's sort of. Same as I mentioned about Max, like the spring was just good with him. We met with him at the combine. I wish you guys could have seen just the interaction of him and Coach McCarthy talking ball. It was awesome. We ended up bringing him in here for a 30 visit, and it was the same. Like it just felt right. How it's one of these things. Like you interact with players and to the process, and you bring them in, and it goes for every team. I'm sure certain players just feel right, and he was one of them. He felt right. Although he's from Medina, Ohio,
yes, he is.
But I didn't ask. I didn't ask.
People don't understand.
He's a Steeler.
The money changed.
He's going to go. It's not going to work. Once he walks in that building, he's going to be infatuated.
Yeah, he's already there, man. He's so proud of being
there.
Steeler, and we're proud of having him.
I'm trying to tell you. Wait, hey, Joe. When you really feel it, is when you come out of that locker room, bro, and you got that uniform on. It's the first game, and you coming down that hallway at home, and you come out that tunnel.
Yes,
It hits, yeah.
it hits different. How you
It
like?
hits different, bro.
What's going on, my man? Will Howard. How you like Will Howard, Omar? How's he doing?
Love Will Howard, man. It's a shame he got hurt last year, you know,
Yeah.
because it was just going so positively, and you know, he had a little hand injury at training camp, and it's kind of slowed his progress. We didn't get to see him play, but he's been here working hard, and you know, coach has said it. You know, when he got hired, and they asked him about him, he said, you know, he liked him a lot coming out, and we did too, obviously, and just excited to have the opportunity to work with him. I mean, he's in, you know, you can't say enough. I mean, he was a national champion, right? And there's something.
Oh yeah,
that's what we're all chasing.
Yes,
he's going to be champion, and he's experienced that. And Jimmy, as you know, when you experience that once, you want it again. It's not like you experience that once and it's over.
No,
like you want to experience that championship again. Like there's nothing like it, man. You know, I know you got those 2 trophies behind you, and you know, we had a third one, didn't end the way we wanted.
Didn't end up the way we wanted, baby. That's for sure, man.
There is nothing like that. Like just the feeling you have when you're a Super Bowl champion. It's awesome.
You know what? Speaking of Drew Allar and y'all got that, guys. Did you hear the quote? I guess from it was Kurt Warner who had said that, you know, he thought that he was the most gifted thrower in the entire class. He said even ahead of Mendoza and Simpson, you know, who they know is, you know, already ranked higher. He said, but, you know, he thought he was naturally gifted, a naturally better gifted thrower. Did you hear when Kurt had been talking about that? Basically, he said I didn't kind of jumps off the screen.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but obviously we took him the second day, so that I think that speaks.
And I'm assuming that's what y'all saw too.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's a lot to like there. Yeah, and you know, once you get him with Coach McCarthy and his guys working with him, just
you got a quarterback guru over there in McCarthy, right?
He loves working with the quarterbacks. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, I seen some of the video of him putting in work with Allar during the camp that they had.
The rookie camp,
yeah, for sure. You know what? Let's go back to Super Bowl 40 and 43, man. What about those 2 Super Bowls in those years? What are the things that stuck out about you that team had, that each one of those teams had that you think helped them get to that point? And what are some of the favorite memories that you have from 40 and 43?
You know what's awesome about those 2 teams was the locker room. You know, the group of guys that we had. I mean, we talk about it all the time here, like how connected you guys were. You know, you guys kind of controlled the way you guys control, and just the group it was with. Like, I mean, these are people I still stay in touch with. Obviously, Hines and you know you and you know Peasy. Like it was just a locker room. The group of people that we had, just the leaders, and it was just, you know, it was awesome. I mean, you look at the dynamics of those teams. You know, like Ike Taylor and Troy Polamalu. You know, where else in the world? You know, those 2 guys are like best friends. You know what I mean? Like it's just. Football's great, man. The NFL is great. Like that, you know, it's just, it doesn't matter where you come from or how you got here. Like, you know, in the right locker room, just the way bonds are going to form, or they do form, it's pretty special. But you know what, Deebo? That locker room and the group of people in there, it's special. It's unique, man. It really was.
It is hard. It is hard to get now, especially in today's culture and times.
Yeah, and you know what? The stars, like we were all just one.
Yes,
I really believe it. You know, like you know,
nobody felt like they needed their own shine. Everybody shined together.
That's exactly right. Like we were all, you know, chasing that championship, and it was like the egos in that. There was no egos inside the building. You know what I mean? And I would have done anything for you guys. You guys would have done anything for any of it. Whatever we had to do. It's just like, and even like the guys, you know, like Troy, great person, you know, Hall of Fame, you know, you, James, you know, I know there's a tough guy. They got it. You're a good dude. You're a good dude, you know, and we always took pride. You know, after that, we were always chasing a line. We are to this day, you know, for us to win a championship, we got to be like, I told this to the rookies the other day. at the rookie dinner. I said, hey guys, the great championship teams, the championship teams that I've been a part of, the Super Bowl teams, that locker room, it was like this. We were connected, like we were
Yeah.
united. You know, it was the brotherhood there. It was special. You know, we're always chasing. You look at the guys that we try to sign. There's something to Joe Haden. You know,
Yes.
you were a great football player. You're a
Thank you.
great human being, man.
Oh, appreciate it, Omar.
You like, you know, we always talk about that locker room, James, and for that Super Bowl 40 and 43. You know, could certain guys have played on that team? Joe Haden would have been able to play on one of those teams.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Thank you,
That
Omar.
was for real.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know, we look at it. Ike Taylor's on the staff. I know you guys had him before here.
Yep.
Yes.
Ike does some stuff for us sometimes, and we always talk about, you know, Steelers, guys that are Steelers, guys that could have been a part of those special locker rooms that we had. It was nothing like, you know, James Farrier, Troy Polamalu, I mean, Joey Porter, like Aaron Smith, like you could just Larry Foote. I mean, Larry Foote was awesome. Hey, Big Hamp, and I mean, these guys came from all different parts of the country, you know, different. They grew up differently. We were all we hung together, like we used to, just a close,
like tight, bro,
tight.
Like y'all thought y'all hung, Joe. That wasn't shit.
That's what I'm.
We hung, bro.
That's really hanging. That's
like I'm good. Oh shit, Omar, I'm so sorry, bro. I know you had a hard out. Let me get to this last question in before we get you out of here, man. Say 25, 30 years from now, man.
Yes.
When people look back on the era of Omar Khan as the GM of the Pittsburgh Steelers, what do you want them to be saying?
Ooh,
what do you hope they're saying?
That's a tough question, but I can tell you, I hope they say that I gave this organization and this league my best every single day. And obviously, I want them to say, man, he was a Super Bowl champion multiple times.
Yes.
That's
like
about the quest for 7, man. We got the quest for more than that. Like
that's it.
Hey,
that's it.
James, and we're gonna bring Joe as our +1 or plus whatever, him and his
family,
so they can experience once we're there. That's the goal.
1,000%.
Okay, Omar, man. I know you got to get out of here, man. We want to thank you for coming on and joining us, man, for the time that you had. Look here. Me and Joe, we gonna be up at training camp. We gonna have to shoot from there for at least 2 days.
Sure.
We gonna have to make sure you get it set up right, at training camp.
Man, I can't wait, man. Hey, I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys are special people, man, and I consider you guys friends and appreciate all you guys did here. So, Joe, watch out. Make sure you keep Jimmy. Over here, all right?
I got you.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, Omar.
See you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate it.
Love you too, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the GM.
Come on.
Or was the GM for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, sir.
Omar Khan.
Good Omar, man.
Thank you again for coming on, bro. We really appreciate it. Looking forward to getting to training camp, Joe. We gonna have to shoot at least maybe we shoot a whole week. Maybe shoot a whole week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday.
That's the way we really see what's going on. We really be able to put eyes on it. I don't want to.
Like I said, we sit there.
I'm a reporter. We gonna be reporting the news.
Watch. We get a whole view. We get a whole view of 4 days hot and Friday. You know, go ahead and spit it out. See what we see. Be where we're gonna be. Tell them what it is.
We're gonna have to do both. We're gonna hit both.
We hit both. Yeah, I go up to Cleveland.
Come to the Browns.
I come to the land.
We hit the land for the week. We go ahead to land
if they let me in the door, man. Make sure, man. Listen, I don't want to have no problems up there,
Deebo,
bro.
Trust me. When
I bring you in there, bro, you know how I roll anyway.
You kept me safe. You kept me safe when I was in enemy territory with the Browns gear on. Obviously, when you come to Mikasa Sukasa, you're gonna be safe. Ain't nothing gonna be going on around Deebo.
Hey, listen, I'm just making sure, man. You know, listen, you know how I roll. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
All right.
But yeah, you a wild man. I'm gonna make sure we are safe. I'll be like, y'all, I'm protecting y'all from Deebo. That's what
you man, hold up, bro. I forgot. Oh man, we got the super chats, man. Look like it might be man. Okay, look here. I guess that's Omar's. Oh, you mad? We can answer it. Hold on, let me put my GM hat on. Let me get this back to you. I got my GM hat on. Joe, you got to put your GM hat on.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Whew. Oh, you mad? $5. Appreciate you. He said, how do they finish rounding
Well,
out
let me go this
the
way.
wide receiver room? Is Bernard wide receiver 3 from the jump, or who becomes wide receiver 4? Nobody is anything from the jump, but the 1 and 2 that we got right now, which will be DK and what's his name? Everybody else,
Pittman Jr.
Junior Pittman Jr. DK and Pittman Jr.
With my GM hat, yes.
After that,
he number 3.
the play itself, yes, true statement. If the play sticks to what it should be, yes.
Yeah.
Especially with what I heard Steve Smith saying about
said he would. Yes.
Oh Lord,
I'm
gonna trust Steve Smith all day in America on that
1,000%.
receiver.
I'm trusting Steve Smith, and I'm putting my man at number 3 right now, instantly.
No question. Covenant Life, $10. She back. She said, Joe, really? Of all days, but you, Joe, light skin, cool. So I would let it slide. Hi, James. The season hasn't started yet, so I'm very sober. Oh, she was talking about that she was a little sober. So she said, from cut days to Sundays. She's talking about.
Talk about the show she had for you yesterday.
Yeah, talking about yesterday.
That was.
But she's talking about you wearing that Cleveland stuff when Omar coming on the show, though.
I'm just doing this because my calves whooped ass yesterday, and I was just trying to prove a point that.
Oh, you mad? We should was more important, Joe. No respect. Hey, I'm gonna make sure I wear all my Pittsburgh stuff when you get your GM on here. If you can get it.
I'm gonna get him on here, and I would expect you to wear.
Oh, you mad? $2 said, hey, how is the quarterback position decided during OTAs? The quarterback position is decided very simply during OTAs. Who is there is who will play, and the reps will be split between who they think is playing better, and go on from there. That's simple. Yep. Let's go. Covenant Life. She had a question for Omar. She said, Omar, $10. She said, Omar, I've never met you, but every draft day I call you and you always send me to voicemail.
He's busy.
Are you bothering this man? How you get this man number? No hard feelings. Seriously. How do we look this year? And are we still status quo or on the rise? We always trying to be on the rise.
Always, man. That's
always
one
trying
thing
to be
I like about
rise.
Pittsburgh. We're talking about something down.
Listen, you tell me any move that he has made.
It show me that they not trying to win.
Status, yeah, looks like we trying to be status quo. No. Like, what are you talking about? Status quo would have been going to get a young coach that we think go get his first opportunity. And no, we went and got a guy that was proven. Got a guy that it meant something to. It meant a whole lot to. It meant way more to him than it did to any other coach they interviewed. That's why they hired him.
Yep.
That's why they hired him.
They didn't.
Mr. Steelers fan, 43, $5, said, thank you, Omar, for cooking this offseason. Is it B real? I think it's B. It says Ben, but can you be real with me? How can we get Deebo into the coaching? You can't, bro.
No way.
I told y'all what I need. Didn't I already tell him what I need, Joe?
You talking about the money?
Yes.
Yeah, they got to pay. They
ain't paying that.
They ain't paying that.
They ain't paying that. I ain't paying that if I'm them.
That's what I'm saying. You negotiate.
I ain't hiring me.
For sure. Come on, Deebo.
Not at that price.
Nah.
He back again. Mr. Steelers fan, 43, $5. He said, keep it real, Joe. If you had a chance to go to the Steelers earlier than you did, would you have gone? Hell yeah, he would have gone.
Hindsight 2020. Yep. Just because it wasn't going to turn. I think if I had went to Pittsburgh a little bit earlier, I would have been able to.
You went to Pittsburgh. You could have had at least.
But that was me. I wasn't going nowhere though.
What year you started?
Signed my 2010.
Oh, you had a shot at one. You had a shot at one your rookie year.
Yep.
Damn, Joe, you could have been. You could.
Winning wise, but I still take it for. I mean, damn, I wouldn't have got it. For the opportunity for the team, I would have went there because they had Ben and AB and Le'Veon and the defense. And Troy was there when I first got to the league. You was there when I first got to the league. So if I'd have brought my talents on the opposite of Ike, I think that would have made the defense. I think we could have. I think we'd have got one.
And
that's prime Joe. That's prime Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Like, yeah, I'm out here. Whoever y'all need is strapped. You know, okay.
Yeah, but you over there letting them sell you.
No, I'm still over there. I was still over there strapping.
They selling you fairy tales.
I was still over there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Steelers fan, he back again. Mr. Steelers fan 43, $2. He said, oh, he talking about Omar. Omar, how was the Batman movie? That scene was fire. Listen, that scene was fire, but a lot of that was just like, generated.
AI.
Except for Hines. Hines was actually running
down the field when it was blowing
listen, bro, I ain't go. I'm like, man, I'm about to go up there and hope that I get in. I'm like, I ain't that thirsty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't that thirsty, right? Bruh, looking, Hines was like, they asked him, I guess it's 40 time or something. He was like, whatever it was. And they was like, okay. And he was like, why? Because they had set the bombs to like, okay, if you're running the 40 time, like your 40 time from college. Like, no, I ain't running like that.
I ain't running like that. Them bombs was on his heels.
It was on his heels, bro. It was on his heels, bro. They was on his heels. I said they was on his heels. For sure. Hey, it said too many quarterbacks, only one Duff. That's Canadian money, $7. Oh, dog. Can you give us any behind the scenes on any extensions? Hell no, he can't give you that. Not Joe asked him, that's not gonna happen. He can't give you that, especially not for $7 Canadian.
Man, he ain't giving it. I tried.
Other teams watching this show. You know, they up here, they watching us. We
glad my boy
got GMs and all that on here.
I gotta do what I gotta do because my nephew gonna be, as long as nephew knows, I tried. I shot my shot, nephew.
Yeah, Nick Herbig. Mr. Steeler fan 43, $2. He's talking about Nick Herbig.
Yes.
Yeah.
The two
I think that's that right there. I'm trying to tell you that right there. That signing is going to tell me what we are going to be doing with our linebackers. Depending on what happens with that signing, that will tell me what we're going to be doing with our linebackers.
What linebacker you talking about? You ain't talking about
Nick Herbig. His signing will tell me what we're going to be doing with our linebackers as far as where they see the future of our linebackers, because he's not going to be able to sign. I don't see him, especially after his agent had said what he said. I don't see him signing for anything that is not a, premium starter in this league. And we can't pay a premium price when we already got a premium and a top on the roster, and we got 2 years left on TJ's at 42 each year.
Yes.
So
we're gonna see what it looks like.
That's going to be telling. We got Covenant Life, $50.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you, Covenant.
She said, please bring Dick LeBeau back as an advisor or something. Omar can't do that now. Omar can't do that. That's gonna be more of a McCarthy thing, I would think, because now you have to work with the coordinator, D coordinator, and everything else. So that would not be a him alone thing that could happen. So Omar isn't the one that you would want to talk to. It would be Mike McCarthy. Omar, my quarterback name is Iron Will. Do you know Renegade? I don't believe it.
She say,
let me hear it.
Hit it, Joe.
Hit it, Joe. Hit it, Joe. Joe don't even know it.
Joe.
Mr. GM.
Honey.
Pay Deebo to come to Still Hers on May 28th. Damn, I should have left him in there. I should have made him stay. I should have told him you ain't got no damn work to do.
On
May 28th. Because he yelled at her during the draft.
Yes.
I ain't yell at you. I don't remember yelling at you, but if I did, you probably was in the way. I was probably just trying to get people to make room.
Yep. You definitely was doing that.
Gotta make room for my cameraman.
Gotta make a way for the
It's
camera.
yours truly. $5. Joe.
Yes.
We need more golf content from you. What's your handicap?
Okay, right now,
75,000.
Right now, I'm a 13-4.
What that mean?
That means over par. So normally par is
you 13
strokes.
over?
I'm 13 over. I'm shooting around. So 13, that's 85.
That mean for you to get to even, you 13 over, you need 13 and a half points.
I need 13. Yes.
Dang, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. I thought I was doing bad because I was a scratch golfer.
You're being funny. I know you're not even close to being a scratch golfer, Deebo. You're probably a 30 handicap.
I just went golfing yesterday, dude.
I know. And what'd you shoot? What'd you shoot?
I was scratch.
What'd you shoot?
0.
Okay, that's how I know you don't know what you're saying at all. Your score, if you were scratch, is either par 70, par 71, or par 72. So if you just said I shot 72, I'd have been like,
I shot 0. You asked me what I shot 0.
If you shoot 0, that doesn't make any sense. You hit the ball, you playing 18 holes. So when you go, the first hole,
I ended with 0.
You got it in 4. You got it in 4. That's 4. Okay.
Did I fuck up? Did I fuck up on my lie?
Oh, no, you fucked up on your lie. You fucked up.
A lot or a little bit?
A lot. If you got to know. That's how I know. It wasn't when you say 0. You guys no. I just finished.
I shoot like a 65.
I shot even. See, that's what you're telling me. You're going 5 under. That means you're getting birdies, all pars, and a couple birdies. No,
I got this next time.
Next time, study it up before you come and lie to me.
Hey, I'll get my lie together. It sounded right because I heard 0 and 1 under and 3 under and 4 under. I didn't
0.
You was talking high numbers, 60 something. I'm like,
I was pressing you. Because if you would have kept saying 0, no. If you would have said even, I was even. I'm 0, even.
Finished That's even. What I said.
Nah. I kept pushing you because I wanted
to be talking to me like that, trying to get the lie out of me, man. When I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's what I'm telling you. You be on here lying, and I be having to get to you because you be keeping me stuck sometimes. Because I'm like, is he lying or not? And I don't be knowing. But now I got you.
0, 60 something.
0, 60. Be like, nah, I need
you like 72. I need you like a 67. I average about. I ain't gonna lie to you.
About 70. I was
71. I was playing with you. I was playing with you, Joe. I was playing with you. I ain't gonna lie.
Done.
I should probably shoot about a 68, 69.
You're done.
As an average.
You're done for.
That ain't work.
You're done for.
Okay. All right. Come to life back. She $10 again. She said I'm going now to play Texas Hold'em. One of your players
in the crap table.
One of your players in the crap table.
That's their business. That's their business.
Oh, Joe, I'm happy. The baby LeBron James got swept. I bet he
trying to go to the Cavs. That's what she's saying.
Trying to go back to the Cavs?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah. Cover, he unrestricted free agent. It wasn't his ball. It wasn't his fault. I just told you already. Okay,
he's trying to sign with the Cavs now. He's trying to come back. Because
I'm not mad at him.
He see they go win it.
You know they taking him back.
I ain't about to get that to him. No,
I can't take him back.
I can't get that to him.
Take him back.
I can't get that to him. They ain't about to win nothing.
Come on, young Cavs messing around, boy. I'm telling you, next round. First, we got to beat Detroit.
Brown ain't coming back unless he gets super max.
See, that's what I'm saying. Braun walking around wherever Braun goes. They have to get Braun 50 wherever he goes.
I'm telling you, Dan said he ain't giving him that. He said he already did that. So he ain't getting that again.
I'm telling you, man, that would be that. I would.
Bruh, he said I already did that.
I would hope otherwise.
I already did that. I'm not doing it again at this level.
He did not say that.
He just text me. I'm looking at the text. He just text me.
I think the end of the show is just see how many lies you can get off on me. That's what happened. At the end of the show, you just get the
all right, man. You know what, man?
Listen,
I'm done, man. Listen, man. Thank y'all for coming on this episode of Deebo and Joe, man. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and download where you get the show. Joe.
Yes. I'm going to see y'all on Friday after the Cavs do what they got to do, and that's going to be game 6 when we're going to the next round. So, yes, I'll see y'all
down 3-2. All right, now we out.
Yeah.
How you doing today, Joe?
Let me tell you something, Deebo. Deebo, it's my time real quick.